The fact that we're a hospice, I don't think reflects actually what we do, because we play. If they're well, sometimes they want to go out for a walk, they want to do some arts and crafts, they want to do some singing, some dancing, they want to go on buses, they want to go to the cinema. So every day is different.
It never becomes stagnant. You have an exciting day, whatever you're doing. The doorbell rings and then suddenly the door opens and they run through, and if they remember you, they run up to you with their arms out going, "Sharon!"
And I think that's what kind of brought me to Julia's House, because that kind of difference of at home, the hospice, the community, it's so different. You get to do so much.
I think most of my best moments at Julia's House tend to be around dressing up and being a complete fool.
Love working here. It's the satisfaction you get even from the very poorly children. That one smile is enough to set you up for the whole day.
Julia's House is a children's hospice. We're here to provide care for children who have life-limited and life-threatening conditions. We provide that regular breaks for the families to just allow them to get on with their lives and cope. It may be that we're looking after the children in the hospice, but it may be that we're looking after them at home as well. A couple of hours every week just to give the family a little bit of a break, or the kids come in here for a day or for a whole weekend.
We try and make the sessions as fun as we possibly can. So we have a playmaker, and we have people that will organise activities very specific to the children that are coming in, but allowing the children to access as much of the hospice as they can. And it is about making memories and having a good time, and we hope that's what we offer, and I think we do.
We want the children to be bursting through the doors with a smile on their face. We want them to be excited about coming here. We want to create some happy memories for them and for their families, and we want them to be able to play where they're not limited, where they're not the odd ones out, where they can use the equipment that we've got that allows them to play like other children do.
It's just been such a lifeline, because with a baby like Chloe, you're isolated from the outside world, so just to have some friendly faces come in on a regular basis is just something I look forward to. I know I can rely on them, and that Chloe's going to be safe with them, and that maybe I could take Chloe's sisters out whilst Julia's House are at home with my daughter.
Good morning.
I was saying, oh.
Julia's House is a children's hospice. We're here to provide care for children who have life-limited and life-threatening conditions. We provide that regular breaks for the families to just allow them to get on with their lives and cope. It may be that we're looking after the children in the hospice, but it may be that we're looking after them at home as well. A couple of hours every week just to give the family a little bit of a break, or the kids come in here for a day or for a whole weekend.
We try and make the sessions as fun as we possibly can. So we have a playmaker and we have people that will organise activities very specific to the children that are coming in, but allowing the children to access as much of the hospice as they can. And it is about making memories and having a good time, and we hope that's what we offer, and I think we do.
We want the children to be bursting through the doors with a smile on their face. We want them to be excited about coming here. We want to create some happy memories for them and for their families, and we want them to be able to play where they're not limited, where they're not the odd ones out, where they can use the equipment that we've got that allows them to play like other children do.
It's just been such a lifeline, because with a baby like Chloe, you're isolated from the outside world, so just to have some friendly faces come in on a regular basis is just something I look forward to. I know I can rely on them, and that Chloe's going to be safe with them, and that maybe I could take Chloe's sisters out whilst Julia's house are at home with my daughter.
Shall we try that again? It wouldn't be live, would it, if we didn't make a mistake? And the first couple of moments into the show, I forget to put my mic on. Sorry about that. Thank you to everybody in the chat room for telling me that my mic was off. I genuinely didn't realise. Let's do the intro again. My name's Andy Evans. Welcome to Quiz Night Live, where we are supporting the amazing Julia's House, which provides amazing care for families here in Dorset and also in Wiltshire. Great pleasure having you here. Going to be joined by some great guest hosts, including the legendary Nick Heath from Nick's Pub Quiz, who's in the chat room right now. We're going to be joined by Jay Anthony Franke. If you remember the California Dreams from the 90s, he's played Jake Summers. He's going to be doing the entertainment round. But welcome to the show, and thank you for giving up your Wednesday night to come and join me as we do 5 rounds of entertainment, of picture, of Halloween, of general knowledge, and what other fun we can have at the same point. So before we do that, you've seen why we're here tonight. Maybe it's time I welcome my first guest. He has joined me in the chat room right now, so please welcome from Nick's Pub Quiz himself, it's Nick Heath. Nick, welcome to the show.
Hello, how are you, Andy?
I'm very good now that I'm on air with audio.
It's nice to be able to hear you, and very nice to be with you. I thought I'd offer a slightly different location than the chair, but we've got an enormous Gay Goose and,
wow,
you know, Cherie the Meerkat and all the rest. And it's lovely to see some of the Nick's Pub Quiz regulars already popping up in the chat. Tooting Tipplers, Mark Lowe, who of course was our provider of Cherie the Meerkat. But how have you been?
Very good, very good. Looking forward to getting this going. You know, this has been the second Quiz Night Live that we've run. We did one earlier in February. But to do a charity such as Julia's House, which does amazing work, as we've seen on those VTs, it's great to be able to do something and give something back to those great charity workers. And if you would like to donate, the link is down the bottom of the screen here. It's justgiving.com/fundraising/Andy-Evans25. Go to that, it's in the narrative, click the link, please donate, and click Gift Aid. And let's really try and raise some money for this awesome, awesome charity. But Nick, how have you been? You've had some downtime since August.
Yeah, a little bit. Snuck away on a bit of a holiday. Then we did our Nick's Pub Quiz live in Balham, which was a mind-blowing experience. Frankly, was really good fun. And maybe there'll be news towards the end of my guest questions over the next Nick's Pub Quiz. Just the next online one. And maybe we'll look at another live one sometime in 2022. But yeah, been really good. Thank you. Started the rugby season's been back. So I've been very busy on that. We're about to go into the November internationals. I'm going to be covering the France men's games over there. and yeah, little tickle in the throat, just getting over a cold. But this is all very professional. I don't really know if you're really setting a standard for Nick's Pub Quiz to then have to keep up to, because I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen.
Well, I try. I'm still learning it. You see, you've never forgotten to put your mic on when you've gone live within the first couple of minutes.
Sure I have.
Let's just see how many answers I can give away during the questions, you know? So we never know. Right, Nick, everybody is in. The chat room is in. The chat room is buzzing. You're here. The viewers are going nuts. Shall we kick it off? Yeah. Shall we do Quiz Night Live, the charity special? Let's do it. Here we go. Kicking off with the very special Nick's Pub Quiz with guest co-host Nick Heath. Nick, over to you.
Woohoo! Thank you very, very much. Yes, this is incredibly technologically sound and advanced. So thank you, everybody, for being here. By the way, I can't quite see the chat while I'm on to you now, but I'll be tuning in for the rest of the quiz very shortly. So I'll say hello on the chat very soon. But yeah, let's get ourselves underway, shall we? Question number 1. It is, the name Archie is short for the name Archibald and which other first name? So that is your question 1 on our wonderful quiz tonight. I will be donating after this as well, Andy. It is, of course, a fantastic cause, Julia's House.
Thank you very much.
So we shall get a few squid in the pot.
As always, there's no entry to pay. Just pop a donation into the tin. That would be fantastic. It goes a long way. Exactly.
That's question 1. Name Archie, short for the name Archibald, and which other first name? Question 2 then. The Royal Albert Dock is found in which UK city? The Royal Albert Dock is found in which UK city? There may once have been a map there that was jumped around on and fallen off, if that's a clue to some people.
I don't think the show's still there now, though, is it?
Shh.
Okay.
As if one clue isn't enough and the other's too much. I mean, you know. So that's question 2. The Royal Albert Dock is found in which UK city? Question number 3. Shane, Brian, Mark, Kian and Nikki made up which Irish boy band? That's question 3. Shane, Brian, Mark, Kian and Nikki made up which Irish boy band?
Oh, there's not many. Well, there are. There are a few.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. At least it's not a lyrics round. Thanks for not giving me a lyrics round.
That's all right. I kept it fairly safe and clean and friendly tonight, which could not often be said about Nick's pub quiz. Let's be frank. So that's question 3. Shane, Brian, Mark, Kian, and Nikki made up which Irish boy band? Oh, it's feeling good to be back, Andy. I'm getting the kind of sense that we are going to need to bring Nick's pub quiz back fairly soon. So we shall reveal the date of our next quiz very shortly. Question number 4. Nikki Henderson, Paul Nicholls, and Mark Channon are all well-known names in which field? It's Nikki Henderson, Paul Nicholls, and Mark Channon are all well-known names in which field?
Some tough ones here. I haven't got a clue.
Well, there you go. I think we can safely say that this is of a sporting context for anybody that's struggling. So Nikki Henderson, Paul Nicholls, and Mark Channon are well-known names in which field? But sport is not the answer, and we need a little more. We need a little more than that. All right. Question number 5 then. Footballer Kenny Dalglish won 102 caps for his country. Which one? Which country did Kenny Dalglish play for? 102 caps. Was it that? I'm sure it was that one, but was it? Could it have been that? Well, you see, that's how the doubt creeps in, isn't it?
You never know, do you?
Yeah.
One of the 4 nations. Which one?
Thing is, will I dare share how terribly I do on the rest of the quiz? You see, this is the question.
I think you should. I think you should.
Yeah, I think people will be expecting that. Okay, question number 6. In 2018, 12 boys and their football coach were rescued after 2 weeks in a flooded cave. Which country was it situated in? That's in 2018. 12 boys and their football coach were rescued after 2 weeks in a flooded cave situated in which country?
Wow. I'm down to single figures at the moment. I know I'm not doing well on this round.
I mean, you could have a stab at that one, can't you?
I could have a stab at that one. I've got an idea. Does everybody else?
Well, this is it. And Andy is very kindly, by the way, at the end of this, going to allow me to skip off and have my dinner. So Andy's going to cover the answers once the other rounds have been passed as well. What is it? Is it the first 3 rounds and then some answers?
We're going to do the first 3 rounds, then we're going to give you some answers, and then we'll be back with the final 2. And the final 2 will feature our second guest host, Jay Franke, doing entertainment.
Magic. That sounds awesome. So there we are. Question 6. 2018, 12 boys and their football coach rescued after 2 weeks in a flooded cave situated in which country? All right, question 7. The Gun Seller is the first novel written by which English actor? Better known for his appearance in the medical drama House. So The Gun Seller is the first novel written by which English actor, better known for his appearances in the medical drama House? So tell me about this software. Is it easy to use?
Oh, this is really straightforward. It's called StreamYard for anyone who's never used it before. It's all cloud-based. You just literally upload a stream and that's it done. It's really straightforward. Even you can do it.
There we go. Giving me ideas.
It allows you to do a picture round, Nick.
Well, there we are. It's the thing. It's the temptation to sort of get a bit more technologically savvy, but then the added requirements and effort needed.
It does take a while. But once you get used to it, it's all good.
We go old school bare bones on Nick's Pub Quiz all the time.
That's its appeal.
Maybe. Let's say so at least. Question 7 then. The Gun Seller is the first novel written by which English actor, better known for his appearances in the medical drama House? All right, Andy, let's have number 8.
Here we go.
Yeah, the name of the New Zealand women's rugby team. They have their own kind of name. What is the name of the New Zealand women's rugby team? They are over here currently. They will be playing England on Sunday, and it's on BBC Two. Hooray!
Hey.
Everyone will be able to tune in. They're playing England twice, then they're playing France twice. I'm going to be over in France commentating on their first game against the French.
Hey, fantastic. When's that going to happen?
Will be fun. That's on the 13th of November. But yeah, they play England on Sunday. and then the following weekend, and then they hop over to France for 2 games, a year away from the Women's World Cup. So what is the name of the New Zealand women's rugby team? I'd better stop talking about them because I'm blatantly going to say their nickname if I'm not careful.
I was about to say, I was waiting for you to drop an answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally would happen knowing me. That's question 8. You know the name of the New Zealand badminton team, don't you?
I don't, but I'm assuming it's going to be linked to this.
They're called the Blackhawks.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
That's okay. No,
Yeah.
I won't forget that now.
And the basketball team are the Tall Blacks.
They're original.
What's
Give
not
them
to
that.
love? Anyway, family show. Let's move it on. Question number 9. What is the name of the French sauce made from egg yolks and butter? Tastes very good with steak, I have to say. What is the name of the French sauce made from egg yolks and butter that is a particularly good accompaniment to steak frite?
Oh, yeah. You can't beat this. You can't beat this. How do you have your steak, Nick? That's the big important question.
I'm a medium rare kind of guy.
Oh, no, it's got to be rare. It's got to be rare.
Oh, no, I can't go that far. Can't go that far. It's also true that anything with a lot of butter in it is delicious, isn't it, frankly?
Yes, absolutely. Just makes you feel better.
Yeah. A friend of ours was making some cakes this week. She was like, oh, my God, the amount of sugar and butter in it. She went and won the bake-off competition. Well done, Jen, for winning that. So clearly, the more filth that's in it, the more we love it.
Well done.
So that's question 9. What's the name of the French sauce made from egg yolks and butter that tastes good with steak? All right, we've whistled through these. It's all gone so quickly. Question number 10 of our first round. What an honour it's been to be here. Thing T Thing was a character from the Addams Family TV series. What was the only part of the character ever seen? There may be a little Nick's Pub Quiz connection here. And of course, it's Halloween season. So I thought I'd slip this one in. Thing T Thing was a character from the Addams Family TV series. What was the only part of the character ever seen?
And I've just got the connection to Nick's Pub Quiz there.
There you go.
And that without giving it away.
Whoa. Maybe my beautiful assistant is watching in another room. Anyway, we shall leave that there. So that's question 10. Thing T Thing was a character from the Addams Family TV series. What was the only part of the character ever seen? Now, Andy, may I make a special announcement about the next Nick's Pub Quiz?
You certainly can. In fact, let's do this. Let's put you back onto full screen.
Oh, lovely. So I think it's probably about time that we all met. We got the Wicked Wednesday crew fully back together. So, Andy, I'm grateful for you allowing me to share this tonight. Wednesday, the 1st of December. Let's kick off that festive season at the start of December with a Nick's Pub Quiz. It'll be an 8 o'clock number. I'll be in the blue chair. And I think we should all get back together and have a fun one, make a cocktail, do all of that. So it would be lovely to have you all there. We shall confirm all the details in due course. We'll put it in the newsletter and all the normal places. But if you're here, you have found out first. So that's it. So yes, it would be lovely to see you all Wednesday, the 1st of December for the next online Nick's Pub Quiz. And maybe we'll discuss then when we want to do another live one. But yes, thank you very much, Andy. It's been an absolute treat to be here. And I really look forward to the rest of the quiz.
Thank you very much. And Nick, thank you for joining us and being a part of Quiz Night Live. Just a couple of quick things before you go. Vicky and Rob Sheil are going some culinary disputes here about what goes well with steaks.
Yeah, I can understand that. They are proper foodies. They've even been meeting up with other people who they met from Nick's Pub Quiz Live. Old Kate and they've been going off having their own nights out eating lovely food. So I mean,
it can't get any better than that, can it, really? I mean, that's just fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Jones, thanks for your comment. Can't wait. And what a great quiz tonight. Thank you. Hopefully there's more to come. Hopefully you'll enjoy it all the way through to the end, even though I've set the rest of the questions. So we'll see.
I've got my pen ready. I'm ready for the rest of the quiz. Looking forward to it.
Fantastic. Nick, thank you for joining us tonight. All the best. Hope you feel better soon. We will see you on the 1st of December for Nick's Pub Quiz. Until then, take care.
Cheers, Andy. Thanks all. Cheers.
Bye-bye. There we go. Nick Heath there from Nick's Pub Quiz, setting our first round of questions. I'll be giving you the answers after the break. But are you ready for some more? Because now we're about to start the second round here on the Quiz Night Live charity event, and that is going to be a food and drink round. So we got 10 questions coming up, all about food and drink. Let's kick it off with question number 1. When it comes to food and drink, what does the Scoville scale measure? So when it comes to food and drink, what does the Scoville scale measure? It's something that if my wife is watching this, I know she's in the other room, so if my wife is watching this, she hates the item that this measures. It's a bit of a clue. I love it. She hates it. So when it comes to food and drink, what does the Scoville scale measure? Big thank you there to Nick for joining us for the first round, the first part of the quiz. Don't forget Nick's Pub Quiz back on the 1st of December. We're here tonight raising money for the wonderful Julia's house. justgiving.com/fundraisings/Andy-Evans25 to donate. Thank you to Ministry of Slam who have donated some money tonight. A real big, massive thank you to them. And while they're doing it, please select Gift Aid because that means that Julia's house will get more money as well. Question 2 then of the food and drink round. What is aioli? What is aioli? Oh, huge thank you to everybody so far for donating. Robin, Vicky, the Tooting Tipplers from Nick's Pub Quiz, thank you very much. Tom and Nick, again from Nick's Pub Quiz, thank you as well. It's great when we can do this, and I knew the Nick's Pub Quiz crew would come together and help us support. So question 2 of round 2, what is aioli? Question 3, who wrote the book Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? One of my all-time personal favorites. Not so sure on the second one. The film is good. In fact, where we are at the moment, I'm based in Weymouth here in Dorset. In Lyme Regis, they are currently filming the new prequel movie to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which is all about Willy Wonka. So Lyme Regis has been completely shut down recently. Just to clarify, we've had a Mark Day has sent me a message asking, is it Scoville or Scoville for the first question? It's Scoville. All right, so who wrote the book Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Question 4 of round 2. Who is known as the Naked Chef? Sethi in the chat room has asked a question. Which version of the film, which version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? It's a brand new one. Lee Tyers, you gotta love some chocolate. Absolutely. You really do. All right, next question. Question 5. What's a bouillabaisse? What is a bouillabaisse? My wife is the foodie. She's written these questions. Coming up after this round is going to be picture round, then it'll be a quick break, then entertainment, and then we'll be finishing up with Halloween. Lots more to come here at Quiz Night Live. Question 5, what is a bouillabaisse? Question 6, what is the main ingredient of guacamole? What is the main ingredient of guacamole? The Naked Chef never fries anything in oil, though. The splatter hurts. Very truly. Very, very true. Tracy Day. Scoville, Andy. Scoville. Yes, it's Scoville. Yes. Give yourself a point. Everyone can have a point for the first question of round 2. Sethi is asking, which film is better? I mean, the original or the reboot? It has to be the reboot, right? Well, okay. Here we go. All right, question 7 of 10. How many pieces of bun are there in a McDonald's Big Mac? The normal Big Mac, not this new limited edition, extra large, double size one. How many pieces of bun are there in a McDonald's Big Mac? There are buns, yes. Thank you to everyone who is joining us tonight for Quiz Night Live. It's so appreciated. I know Julia's house really appreciate all of the support that we can give them. The pandemic has affected everybody, charities and individuals. So it's really nice that we're all coming together to support a great cause. All right, question 8 of round 2. How many bottles of champagne are there in a Magnum? So how many bottles of champagne are there in a Magnum? Not enough. Whatever the answer is, it's not enough. Although I kind of prefer Prosecco. Not sure. Question 9 of round 2. The berries of the juniper tree are used to flavor which alcoholic drink? The berries of the juniper tree are used to flavor which alcoholic drink? And that one's specifically for my good old friend, Tracy Day. Yes, Leo, I did say Prosecco. Let's all play Wonky Don't. Okay. We're in a quiz, but yeah. All right, Tracy. Mark Day, can you say flibbity gibbet? There you go. Happy to help. All right, your last question of the food and drink round. Question 10. What does the term a la carte actually mean? So what does the term a la carte actually mean? Okay. That was your food and drink round. Coming up next is the picture round. So let's get to it, shall we? Round 3, the picture round, kicking off with this one. Who is this actor? Who is this actor? Hit the press recently. Was it a good film? Was it a bad film? The box office seems a bit mixed. God, Lee's really not happy with me for getting the film wrong. Going back to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So round 3, question 1, who is this actor? Question 2, who is this tennis player? There's a theme going on here. Who is this tennis player? Took the sporting world by storm earlier this summer. Question 3. Let's do a little bit of geography, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? Which country's flag is this? Which country's flag is this? So we've had a bit of a move round tonight. We've changed some of the order of the rounds. So we're going to be ending tonight with Halloween. Jay Franke is going to be joining us in round 4, which is entertainment. Let's have a look. We have hit triple figures now on the Just Giving page. Thank you so much to everyone who has donated so far. I really, genuinely do appreciate it. Thank you so, so much. All right, round 3, question 4. We're in the Halloween season, so it seems only fair that we filter in some Halloween questions. But what is the name of this movie character? Not looking for the actor. I just want to know the name of the movie character. If you're a film buff, this is a classic 80s film. Can't beat watching this on a Halloween. I'm going to start something off, and I'm going to ask the Nick's Pub Quiz crew to finish it. Don't put their answers in the chat, or you're a bit of a... I know Sethy, I know he's not. Nick loves Michael Keaton in that role. Absolutely. Great role. So what is the name of this movie character? Keeping with the Halloween theme, what's the name of this castle? It looks spooky, but is it a spooky castle? What's the name of this castle? So when we get to do the answers, I'll tell you a funny story of something that I've realized I've done wrong. So not only did I forget to put my mics on at the beginning of the show, I've made a mistake in the questions, in one of the questions, and we'll talk about that when we get to the answers momentarily. It's all good for you guys, though. Although Mark Day is really not going to let me live it down for a very, very long time. Thank you, Mark. Lee Tyers, Disney is looking really run down these days. Yeah, really is, isn't it? All right, your next question. Question 6 of round 3. Who is this? Who is this? I don't want to know if you love him or you hate him, but who is this man? Question 7 of round 3. Can you name the TV show? Three more questions to go in this round. But for this one, can you name this TV show? If anyone listens to the Retro Chat podcast, it's our most recent episode. We covered it. Shout out to a friend of mine, Chris Vint. Chris puts DIY SOS. Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? Don't know which one is. I can't remember his name now. Lee Tyers has put the 4 Horsemen in their heyday. Probably wise to stay off political opinions. I would agree, Vicky and Rob. Absolutely. Yeah. So I'm just going to leave it there. So question 7, can you name the TV show? Question 8, what movie franchise does this picture come from? So what movie franchise does this picture come from? Again, another great movie series. I think they're doing a new one from what I've been reading online. Not sure how it would work now. What movie franchise does this picture come from? Question 9, what is the name of this classic kids TV show? I say classic, I don't know if it's actually Halloween related, but I think seeing a big furry bear might scare you. Not sure. I'll ask my daughter. What is the name of this classic kids TV show is your question 9. And finally, your last one for this round and for the first half of the quiz. Question 10. What is the name of this London landmark? What is the name of this London landmark? So we're 30 questions in already into the quiz. Another 20 to go after the break, and then we're done. Vicky and Rob, I've got that kids TV show theme in my head now. Yep, that happened to me as well when I wrote the question. Okay. That's it for the first round of Quiz Night Live. We're going to go to a very quick break now. While we're doing that, let's find out more about why we're here tonight. Let's take a look at Julia's house in all of their glory. We'll be back in just a few minutes with the answers to the first part of Quiz Night Live, the Trivia Master Challenge. We'll see you in a second.
Right from when she was born, she used to smile. She would giggle. I always remember her first sort of giggling and smiling, and that's how we kind of knew when she was ill. She started being grumpy, which that wasn't Ellie. She was such a smiley baby right from the start.
Ellie had a lump under her arm, which was to do with her lymphatic glands not working correctly. And there was one particular doctor who said we'll just do a scan of her head using the NICU ultrasound scanner and just check that no fluids kind of travel from her arm up onto her head.
And he got his colleague in from NICU, and they both had a look, and they said, oh yeah, there's definitely something not right. Her brain's not asymmetrical, which it should be. Yeah. And then it was then I said, well, what's happened? And he said, I think there's a tumour. It broke my heart then, seeing her all bandaged up. And then even since that, all the way for everything, even when she'd had a stroke and she lost all her right hand side, her smile was still there.
We'd already made the decision that we were opting for treatment for chemotherapy, and our nurses sat down with us and they said, oh, we've been out to see this great hospice just up the road from you called Julia's house. We both looked at each other and it's why do we want a hospice? We're going for treatment.
Sort of shivers.
We don't.
Hospices of end of life. They were the ones that said no. They support everybody, so they'll support your whole family through this. And then what they've done
is amazing.
Everything from the days out to just being in your home to look after your children and help, and to have a trained nurse and a carer come into your home and say, yeah, this is your time now, you can have some time. It's quite overwhelming, really, isn't it? It's amazing.
Good morning. You coming up?
Hold on.
Good morning, Jonathan. Are you hungry?
Thanks. I was saying, oh.
Welcome back to the second part of Quiz Night Live. Thank you to everyone joining me for the quiz so far. 3 rounds have already been completed. We've got 2 more left to go. I've got actually now 2 special guests joining me throughout the show. Jay Franke will be joining us in the next round. And then I'm going to be joined by a special guest as well in round 5. And I'll introduce him a little bit later on. Right, let's give you some answers to the first part of the quiz. I was going to say Nick's pub quiz then. Kicking off with Nick's round. So the name Archie is short for the name Archibald, and which other first name? That would be Arthur. Arthur is your answer for the first question. City. I thought it was Birmingham. I don't know why, but it's actually Liverpool. Liverpool is your answer for question 2. Shane, Brian, Mark, Kian, and Nikki made up which Irish boy band? It is, of course, Westlife. Nikki Henderson, Paul Nichols, and Mark Channon are all well-known names in which field? Nick told you it's sport. It's racehorsing, as they're all racehorse trainers. Kenny Dalglish won 102 caps for which country? That would be Scotland. Question 6. In 2018, 12 boys and their football coach were rescued after 2 weeks in a flooded cave that was situated in which country? That was Thailand. Question 7 now. The Gunseller is the first novel written by which English actor who is better known for his appearance in the medical drama House? That would be Gregory House himself, Hugh Laurie. Question 8. What is the name of the New Zealand women's rugby team? It's not the All Blacks. It is the Black Ferns. Good luck to them playing England this weekend. Good luck to Nick going over to France to commentate for them as well. Question 9. What is the name of the French sauce made from egg yolks and butter that tastes good with steak? It is, of course, béarnaise. The last question for the next pub quiz round. Thing T Thing was a character from the Addams Family TV series. What was the only part of the character ever seen? It was, of course, linked back to Nick's pub quiz. It was the hand. So how did you do in the first round? Out of 10, mark your scores down. Moving on now to round 2, which was food and drink. And do you know what? I'm going to give everybody a point for this one because I have made a mistake. The answer is the hotness of chilies. I asked my wife to proofread it after I typed it. She picked up on the spelling mistake. I forgot to change it. It's my fault. It's a typo. Everybody gets a point for round 2, question 1. Thank you, Mark Day, for pointing that out. And pointing it out for the next 5 years. So the hotness of chili is the Scoville scale. What is aioli? That was question 2. It is, of course, garlic mayonnaise. Amazing on a doner kebab. Round 2, question 3. Who wrote the book Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? That was Roald Dahl. Massive conversation in the chat room about which Willy Wonka film was better, the original or the sequel with Johnny Depp. Some disputing opinions here. Who is known as the Naked Chef? That is, of course, Jamie Oliver. What is a bouillabaisse? Well, that is a French fish soup or stew. If you're going to make guacamole, the main ingredient that you need is an avocado. Question 7. How many pieces of bun are there in a McDonald's Big Mac? An ordinary Big Mac, not this new limited edition one. It is, of course, 3. How many bottles of champagne are there in a Magnum? The answer is 2. This question is just for my good old friend, Tracy Day. It is, of course, the berries of the juniper tree are used to flavor which alcoholic drink? That would be gin. And the last question for round 2. What does the term a la carte actually mean? It stands for from the menu. Now, your last round for the first half was your picture round. So we asked you, who was this actor? It's the former now James Bond himself, Daniel Craig. Question 2, who is this tennis player? The youngest woman to win the US Open back in the summer, Emma Raducanu. Which country's flag is this? That is, of course, Sweden. What is the name of this movie character, this iconic movie character, of course, played by Michael Keaton? It is Beetlejuice. Don't say his name 3 times. Question 5 of round 3. What's the name of this castle? It's Dracula's home. It's Transylvania. Question 6. Who is this man? Well, that is Rishi Sunak, the Chancellor. Of course, brought his big red briefcase into the Houses of Parliament earlier on today for the budget. Question 7, name of the TV show. That is, of course, Auf Wiedersehen, Pat. Question 8. What movie franchise does this picture come from? One of the best that they've done. It's Scream. Although I really don't know what the new one's going to be like. Question 9 of round 3. What is the name of this classic kids TV show? I know Vicky and Rob have been singing the theme tune. How many people have been doing the theme for Rainbow? Do, 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 do. No, I'm not going to do that. What is the name of this London landmark was your question 10, and that was the Gherkin. All right, so how have you done? Any half marks for just saying soup for bouillabaisse? No, Nick. No, you need to say the right answer. But you're all marking your own sheets. So how has everybody done in the first half of Quiz Night Live? The trivia challenge. Who's got the perfect 30 out of 30? Has anybody got the 30 out of 30? Tracy, not to be pedantic, but Scoville should have a capital letter. Just saying. All right, Tracy, thank you. You can tell she's a teacher. Yeah, I love you too. Ministry of Slam is saying awful, just in the mid-teens. We've got a 28 out of 30 for Pauline Birch. Well done. 28 out of 30 for the Tooting Tipplers, Vicky and Rob. Good going. Well done. Some really good scores there. Okay, right. So moving on now to our next round. And this is going to be entertainment. What I'm going to do is play the video clip from Jay Franke giving you the question. We'll go through each of the 10 questions in order, and then I'll put the slides up so you can see the questions. So kicking off, first of all, this is round 4, question 1. Forget what Jay says. We had to do some changes. Here is Jay Franke with your first question.
All right, hello, Andy, and hello, everyone. This is Jay Anthony Franke. All right, for round 2, entertainment. Which 70s British comedy had Michael Crawford playing the helpless Frank Spencer?
So which 70s British comedy did Michael Crawford play the hapless Frank Spencer was your first question. Question 2.
The next question is, what is the name of the pub which links Minder and Shaun of the Dead? Minder and Shaun of the Dead.
So question 2 then, what is the name of the pub which links Minder and Shaun of the Dead? Great film and a great series. Question 3.
What character connects the actors Danny DeVito and Burgess Meredith?
So what character connects the actors of Danny DeVito and Burgess Meredith? Iconic character as well. And the Danny DeVito character is from a film that arguably could be Christmassy, but not Christmassy. That's really split the audience as to what they think it is. What do you think? Let me know. So what character connects the actors of Danny DeVito and Burgess Meredith? Question 4 of 10.
In which TV soap did Kylie Minogue first find fame?
So question 4, in which TV soap did Kylie Minogue first find fame? My wife, I know, is watching. She used to love this show. Question 5.
Which actor played 006 in the James Bond film GoldenEye?
So question 5 is, which actor played 006 in the James Bond film GoldenEye? One of the best James Bond films of the modern era. Pierce Brosnan's first outing as Bond. Stands up to this day. Question 6 of 10.
What is the name of the TV show which ran from 1989 to 2001 featuring Pamela Anderson?
Anyone who knows me personally will know that I love this show. What is the name of the TV show which ran from 1989 to 2001 featuring Pamela Anderson? Question 7 now, coming up from round 4.
What is the name of the movie that features this line, "Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads"?
So question 7, what is the name of the movie from this line? Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads. Not a good impression of the actor. I apologize now. So what is the name of the movie from this line? Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads. Question 8 of 10, 2 more to go.
Sky, Marshall, Chase, Zuma, Rocky, Rubble, and Ryder are all characters on what TV show?
So question 8, Sky, Marshall, Chase, Zuma, Rocky, Rubble, and Ryder are all characters in what TV show? Question 9 of 10.
Who apparently designs all the gadgets for James Bond? Who designs all the gadgets for James Bond?
He liked the question so much, he asked it twice. Who designs the gadgets for James Bond is your question 9. And your last question for this round, round 4, question 10.
Who is the host of the ITV game show The Cube? Who is the host of the ITV game show The Cube?
So your last question for the entertainment round. Who is the host of the ITV game show The Cube? All right, there we go. That is your 10 questions for round 4. That's entertainment done. We have one other message from Jay. Here we go.
Game show The Cube. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. Thank you, everybody. Have a good morning. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day. It's Jay Anthony Franke signing off. Enjoy.
The legend that was Jay Anthony Franke there. Thank you for joining us here at Quiz Night Live. All right, so we're just going to get ready for the next round, our final round of the evening, which is going to be all about Halloween. But before I do that, I'm going to welcome on my next guest, who's going to be helping us with the Halloween round. Please welcome from Ministry of Islam, it's Lee Tyers. Lee, hello, how you doing?
Good evening, Andy. Am I coming through really loud? I just want to check that I'm coming through at the right volume, because you're not the only one that can like mess up microphone stuff here, and I've rewired everything and it's a bit weird. So am I coming through okay?
You're coming through absolutely fine, my friend. Absolutely fine.
That's the important thing. And first of all, before I get involved, well done, Andy, for putting this all together. Fantastic, the people you've got involved, and a fantastic cause. Everyone who's listening right now, everyone who's watching right now, check out the link at the bottom. Please donate. It's for a fantastic cause. And I know all your efforts and anything you could spare would be really appreciated.
Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate that. Right then, shall we do the last round of the quiz? So we are going to be doing now Halloween, which is quite appropriate considering the season that we're about to come into this weekend. Have you got any plans for Halloween, my friend?
Hiding indoors. I don't like the whole creepy Halloween stuff. You know, it's got to be quite vanilla when it comes to Halloween films and things like that. So about Nightmare Before Christmas is about as scary as I get. So yeah, I'm going to be indoors with all the lights on and keeping away from everything. I'm a spoil sport when it comes to that.
Brilliant. Well, the questions are coming up on screen. Lee, if you would be so happy as to ask the questions for us, that would be fantastic. Halloween questions, 10 questions left, the last 50 of the game. Here we go. This is question 1 of 10.
Okay, question 1. In which TV show might you encounter the Mystery Machine? So in which TV show might you encounter the Mystery Machine? This was always one of my favorites as a kid. Absolutely loved it. And it's still going strong today.
Yeah, although obviously not the same voice actor. That would be quite weird, wouldn't it?
But yeah, you should know this one. This is a good one.
This is a great one, this. All right. Let's give you your second question of the Halloween round.
Okay, question 2. Who penned the words Hubble, Bubble, Toil and Trouble, Fire, Burn, and Cauldron Bubble? You may have, maybe heard them, maybe seen them, maybe read them.
I read them, but I didn't actually realize it was the person who I thought it was.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not very intellectually, you know that.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, you know, you've got the mic stuff sorted out pretty quickly. What I do like, Andy, is because like the whole color of the screen is everything's in red. You've got this red glow that comes onto the side of your face and makes you look very Halloweeny, especially. That's really good. I like the theming.
Anybody think it was planned? It really wasn't. Really wasn't. So question 2, who penned the words Hubble, Bubble, Toil and Trouble, Fire, Burn and Cauldron Bubble? Ready for your question 3 of round 5?
Far away. Okay, so round 5, question 3. What is the name of a group of witches? So what is the name of a group of witches? I would have gone for gaggle. Or that's swans or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Or when, I don't know. I was going to say something then, but it might not be family friendly to say it on the show, so I really won't.
A cluster.
Yeah, not going any further with that one. What is the name of the group of witches is your question 3. Question 4 of round 5 coming up.
Okay, question 4, round 5. What is the name of the fruit which is traditionally carved at Halloween, of course?
Absolutely. That makes a nice pie afterwards.
Oh, it does. It does, definitely. Lots and lots of sugar. What is the name of the fruit which is traditionally carved at Halloween?
Now, we went and got one of these the other week for my 3-year-old, and we carved the face out of it. And then she talked to the item, and I had to put the voice on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he became a country bumpkin. Yeah,
like you did there. And is she now terrified of everything to do with Halloween?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we now got to throw monsters out every night. It's just, you know, funny. Question 4: what is the name of the fruit which is traditionally carved at Halloween? All right, question 5 of round 5 coming up.
Question 5: which horror movie would you associate Leatherface? So there's lots of scary masked people running around at Halloween, but which horror movie would you associate Leatherface? Not one of the more popular ones, to be honest with you. You know, this might slip up a lot of people.
Yeah, can't make them too easy.
Well, no,
true. Be some challenge.
Well, I mean, the rest of this quiz has been ridiculously hard, or maybe I'm just stupid. But you know, I have not done very well at all.
It surprises me. That really does surprise me.
I used to think I was good at quizzes, but no. Apparently not.
Question 5 of round 5. Which horror movie would you associate the character Leatherface? Question 6 of 10 coming up.
Okay, question 6. Who is the author of Frankenstein? And that's a bit of local trivia as well.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Where
this person is buried is quite appropriate for where obviously you've been before and where I live right now.
So question 6 of round 5, who is the author of Frankenstein? Question 7 of 10.
Question 7, what country is Count Dracula said to have come from? I have got no clue where that, with that. Now is this in traditional folklore, or is it the official Count Dracula, the man? Where did he actually come from?
It's the country.
It is the actual country.
I'm not going to give any hints.
You're not going to give any hints. I tried, everyone. I really did try. In what country is Count Dracula said to have come from? You'll do better than me if you can get that.
I'll put it this way. I got it wrong to start with. Yeah. I write these questions and I try them, and then if I fail them, I think they're pretty good to put in. So there we go. Question 7. Question 8.
Question 8. What would you traditionally bob for at a Halloween party? And I don't want to hear about everyone else's weird Halloween parties. This is traditionally what you would bob for at a Halloween party.
You know, I hadn't even thought of that coming up. Thanks, Lee.
Yeah, just trying to get it on the straight and narrow. It's for a good
Take it
cause.
to the gutter. Take it to the gutter, why don't you?
I'm trying to pull it out of the gutter.
All right, okay. Question 8. What would you traditionally bob for at a Halloween party? I haven't done that for years. Round 5, question 9.
Okay, question 9. Which family live at 1313 Mockingbird Lane, Mockingbird Heights? That's a good one if you like your old monster movies and that kind of thing. So which family live at 1313 Mockingbird Lane, Mockingbird Heights?
Yeah, and we're actually talking about the original, not the reboot or the second reboot that had a pilot, and that was it with Eddie Izzard.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know about that one.
Yeah, you see? Do your
Wow.
research.
Wow.
Do the research. Question 9. Which family live at 1313 Mockingbird Lane, Mockingbird Heights? And your last question for the quiz. Coming up now, round 5, question 10.
Question 10. Dia de los Muertes, the Day of the Dead, is celebrated in which Latin American country? So that is the Dia de los Muertes, the Day of the Dead, is celebrated in which Latin American country? Very colorful festival, something that you wouldn't necessarily associate with Halloween traditionally, but yeah, very colorful and a big celebration.
Absolutely, and was also featured. It's definitely a Bond theme with some of the questions tonight, because it was
Yeah.
featured, I think, in Spectre.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Very good.
The Vicky and Rob are saying they're not sure we're doing so well on this round. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Mark Day has put Mary J. Blige wrote Frankenstein. Love that.
I don't remember that.
Lee, will you stick around for me for a minute while we give some answers when we come
Absolutely.
back?
I will hang on. Yeah.
We're going to go for a very quick break just to, again, explain why we're all here tonight. And thank you so much to everyone for joining us for Quiz Night Live, the Trivia Challenge, in aid of Julia's house. Finding out why will they need our help so much. Here we go.
The fact that we're a hospice, I don't think reflects actually what we do, because we play. If they're well, sometimes they want to go out for a walk, they want to do some arts and crafts, they want to do some singing, some dancing, they want to go on buses, they want to go to the cinema. So every day is different.
It never becomes stagnant. You have an exciting day, whatever you're doing. The doorbell rings and then suddenly the door opens and they run through, and if they remember you, they run up to you with their arms out going, Sharon!
And I think that's what kind of brought me to Julia's house, is because that kind of difference of at home, the hospice, the community, it's so different. You get to do so much.
I think most of my best moments at Julia's house tend to be around dressing up and being a complete fool.
I love working here. It's the satisfaction you get even from the very poorly children. That one smile is enough to set you up for the whole day.
Julia's House is a children's hospice. We're here to provide care for children who have life-limited and life-threatening conditions. We provide that regular breaks for the families to just allow them to get on with their lives and cope. It may be that we're looking after the children in the hospice, but it may be that we're looking after them at home as well. A couple of hours every week just to give the family a little bit of a break, or the kids come in here for a day or for a whole weekend.
We try and make the sessions as fun as we possibly can. So we have a playmaker and we have people that will organise activities very specific to the children that are coming in, but allowing the children to access as much of the hospice as they can. And it is about making memories and having a good time, and we hope that's what we offer, and I think we do.
We want the children to be bursting through the doors with a smile on their face. We want them to be excited about coming here. We want to create some happy memories for them and for their families, and we want them to be able to play where they're not limited, where they're not the odd ones out, where they can use the equipment that we've got that allows them to play like other children do.
It's just been such a lifeline, because with a baby like Chloe, you're isolated from the outside world, so just to have some friendly faces come in on a regular basis is just something I look forward to. I know I can rely on them, and that Chloe's going to be safe with them, and that maybe I could take Chloe's sisters out whilst Julia's House are at home with my daughter.
Welcome back to the final part of Quiz Night Live. We're going to give you some results now. What a great night. Really enjoyed it, and really so thankful for everyone who has been a part of it and joined us in the chat room, watched it live. If you're watching it on the encore, on the on-demand, thank you so much. To Nick for joining us to ask some questions, for Jay, for Lee, really appreciate it. It's been a great result so far. We'll give you an update on how much we've raised at the end of the show. Okay, let's do it. Let's get some answers going, shall we? So let's go back to the entertainment round. This is round 4, said, of course, by Jay Franke. What 70s British comedy did Michael Crawford play the hapless Frank Spencer? Lee, any ideas?
Well, I think you had a little bit of trouble. It was, of course, Some Mothers Do Have Them. Fantastic.
Great impression. You should do that more often on the ministry. Perfect. Question 2 of 10. What is the name of the pub which links Minder and Shaun of the Dead? If anybody wants a clue, it's not too far from Southampton. It is, of course, the Winchester. Question 3. What character connects the actors of Danny DeVito and Burgess Meredith? Any ideas?
I've got an idea. Do you want me to spoil it?
Go on then.
I mean, it's so Danny DeVito played this in Batman Returns. Burgess Meredith played the character in the original Batman 60s TV show, and it's the Penguin.
Absolutely. Now, settle an argument. Is Batman Returns a Christmas film or not?
I don't think so. I mean, it falls into that same category as Die Hard. It happens at Christmas, but is it a Christmas film? I've not got anything bad to say about people who do think it's a Christmas film, but not for me. Not for me at Christmas.
Becky says that. My wife says exactly the same thing. We started watching it at Christmas and it was no. Not a Christmas film. All right. Question 4. In which TV soap did Kylie Minogue first find fame? If anyone didn't get this right, come on. It is, of course, Neighbours. Which actor played 006 in the James Bond film GoldenEye? Lee, what's your answer, my friend?
Is it Sean Bean?
It is indeed.
Oh, wow, yeah. That was stab in the dark. I knew he was in one of them. I can't remember which one.
Game of Thrones legend, British legend, always dies in everything he does.
Everything, yeah.
Yeah, everything he does. What is the name of the TV show which ran from 1989 to 2001 featuring Pamela Anderson? I thought it would give it away if I put David Hasselhoff, but it's pretty simple. It's Baywatch. What is the name of the movie from this line? Roads where we're going, we don't need roads. Lee?
I mean, that one, I knew before you even finished reading it out. It's we're technically in 2 films. It's at the end of Back to the Future 1 and the start of Back to the Future 2. There we go. Back to the Future franchise.
If you really want to be pedantic there. If you really want to be pedantic there, going to go and see the West End show in a few weeks. Can't wait. Going to go with my my beautiful wife and Mark and Tracy, who are in the chat room. So really looking forward to seeing that at the in the London West End. Going back to a show. Fancy that.
Amazing.
It's going to be great, isn't it? Question 8. Sky, Marshall, Chase, Zuma, Rocky, Rubble, and Ryder are all characters in what TV show? It is, of course, the Paw Patrol.
Aren't there some new dogs now as well?
Yes, there's Everest, who's part of the cast now. Tracker, and in the film, the movie, it's Liberty.
Wow, amazing!
I'm so sad for knowing that.
I kind of fell out of that era. My little boy is now 9, so he's lived through the original incarnation of Paw Patrol. We haven't been kind of bombarded by that one yet. So.
My daughter's 3. She makes us carry all the characters down and do Paw Patrol with her. So, you know,
wow,
I'm still in it. Question 9 of 10. Who designed the gadgets for James Bond and also is a villain for Captain Picard? It is, of course, Q. And the last question for round 4. Who is the host of the ITV game show The Cube? Any ideas?
I don't know that one. I don't watch a lot of game shows. So, I mean, that's one was totally lost on me.
This is the man who used to host the Broom Cupboard, who's on TV every morning. It's Philip Schofield.
Oh, wow. I didn't know he was doing that.
Yeah, great show. Absolutely cracking show.
Andy Crane there for a minute.
Okay. All right. Round 5, Halloween. In which TV show might you encounter the Mystery Machine?
Wow.
Mr. Tyers?
Again, one of my favorites as a kid, and they even made a movie involving him very recently. This was Scooby-Doo.
It is indeed Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Who penned the words Hubble Bubble, Toil and Trouble, Fire Burn, and Cauldron Bubble? Any ideas?
Now, a lot of people, I think, will know this from a recent book series and movie series, but was it originally in Macbeth?
It was originally in Macbeth. And who penned a Macbeth?
I have got no idea. Oh, it was Shakespeare. I did it at school and I can remember it was in it, but I can't remember who wrote the flipping thing.
You did so well to get that and then just lost it at the last minute.
I should have just said, well, it's too obvious. I'm not going to say who wrote it because I clearly know that and I don't want to.
Yeah, I would, no, don't. Question 3 of 5. What is the name of a group of witches? It is, of course, a coven. What is the name of the fruit which is traditionally carved at Halloween? They're big, they're orange, and they're made out of pie.
They're made out of pie.
They're made into a pie. It's getting late.
Yeah, that's it.
It's getting late. It's getting late. It is, of course, a pumpkin. Which horror movie would you associate the character Leatherface? Any ideas on this one?
Now, this one, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people say things like Friday the 13th or Halloween or, you know, some of those classic Halloween slasher films. But this one was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a movie that was banned for a while. I think you can still get it. Is it still banned now? I know they did a remake of it.
No, I think it's now available. I think it's now released.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, not for the faint of heart, that one.
No, it was quite brutal. You can see why it got banned. Question 6 of round 5. Who is the author of Frankenstein? It is Mary Shelley.
Mary Shelley. Now, Mary Shelley actually buried in Bournemouth, about 5 minutes from where I am right now, and it's got a pub right next to it that is named after her. And you can go and get a gravestone. There you go. I mean, the pub's the most important thing, obviously. Forget about the
of course
literature. There's a pub.
I just knew about the pub. I didn't actually know she was buried there.
Yeah, in the church just across the road.
That's, of course, the Mary Shelley pub in Bournemouth in the town centre. What country is Count Dracula said to have come from? Now, who has put Transylvania? If anyone's put Transylvania, you're wrong. It's actually Romania.
Wow.
Transylvania is the region.
Yeah.
Question: what would you traditionally bob for at a Halloween party? Any ideas?
Traditionally? I guess it's apples.
It certainly is. Certainly is. Which family live at 1313 Mockingbird Lane and Mockingbird Heights? We've had a question about the Addams family. This is a different kind of family. It's the Munsters.
I always preferred the Munsters to the Addams family. I don't know why.
It was a much better show. I'm with you. I don't know why, but it was good. It was good. In question 10, Lee, I'm going to let you read the entire question for this one because you did such a good job.
Just want me to do the Latin American accent.
I do, yeah.
The Dia de los Muertes, the Day of the Dead, is celebrated in which Latin American country? And if your parents like Andy and I, you'll have probably watched Coco about 8 billion times by now. So you'll know that it is Mexico.
Well done. There we go. Absolutely. And that's it. We're all done for Quiz Night Live, the trivia challenge this time. How did you do? Top up your scores. Let us know in the chat room. Let's have a look and see what some of the comments were. Tracy, Andy, we've loved tonight's quiz. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much. Nick, we didn't get Sean Bean. It's Mr. Yorkshire Tea now. Very true. Very true. Right. Okay. Vicky and Rob, why only one girl out of 7 Paw Patrol characters, though? There are now 2. Everest. Just going to add that in, Vicky. Just going to add that in.
Controversial.
Very controversial. Very controversial. The Tooting Tipplers got 44 out of 50. Some very hard ones in there. I think that's a great result. Well done.
Absolutely.
Cracking result there. 44. Pauline has got 44 out of 50 as well. Congratulations to you. Well done. Nick and Tom have got 41 out of 50. That's some good scores here.
Amazing scores.
I think if we do this again, I might have to make them a little bit harder.
Do you know what I was thinking about this, Andy? I mean, if everyone's watched this, and thank you for everyone for tuning in and checking out and being a part of this quiz. You can always, if you bookmark this on the Retro Chat YouTube page or the Twitch channel, wherever it's broadcast. How about cracking this out when you're like Christmas? You've got all the relatives round.
There you go.
You've got an hour and a half's worth of quiz. It's hosted on TV. All you need is a pen and paper. Go through all the answers. And you also get a bit of a head start because we've already given you the answers if you've watched it live. So there you go.
Yeah, just don't tell anybody that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine. Just keep that to yourself.
And you can then donate some more to Julia's house and get all your family members too.
Absolutely. Yes, please do that. That is a cracking idea, Lee. Right, let's give an update on where we are. And I'm really genuinely so chuffed about how we've done tonight. £141 at the moment raised for Julia's house. We're going to keep the Just Giving page open for another week. So if anybody does watch this on demand on the YouTube channel or on Facebook or on Twitch, please donate. It really does go such a long way to improving the work that Julia's house do for all of the children and for all the families across Dorset and Wiltshire as well. Mark got 42 out of 50. Amazing. Given my typos, I'm getting rid of that one pretty fast. Becky Louise, who's actually my wife, thank you, has put, thanks for joining us, everyone. Don't forget to donate if you can. Thank you to Beck for her support. And to you, Lee, for coming on at the last minute. It was an impromptu joining us for Quiz Night Live. Really do appreciate it. That's it for now. Thank you to everyone for joining us for Quiz Night Live. Your donations have going to make a massive difference to everybody at Julia's house. I thank you. They thank you. But until then, good night. Thanks for joining us. And we will see you very soon. Until then, take care.